A new weight loss drug. I'll warn you, it might be hard to swallow. Here's what I'm talking about. I recently read this article. The first fecal transplant pill wins approval from the FDA. So U.S. officials have approved the first pill that uses healthy bacteria from human waste to prevent dangerous gut infections, an easier way than performing the so-called fecal transplants. And if you're not sure what that is, this is what a fecal transplant is. They take someone's poo and they put it in you. It costs about $17,000 to have this done, and they do it in hospitals. And they get a frozen solution a few days before they administer it to you. So the ease of administration, in our view, is one of the aspects that adds value to what we're delivering. They don't tell us how much these pills are going to cost, but I'll guarantee you it's going to be a lot. And Ceres, interestingly, is co-marketing this with the Swiss food giant Nestle, which makes me think there may be some chocolate covering coming with these things. Now, they originally got this pill approved for treating a problem called C. diff, Clostridium difficile. It's a serious bad bacterial infection of your intestinal tract that can lead to very, very bad things happening. And in the study, they had 180 people in one of two groups. The group getting the poop pill had 88% of their patients after 8 weeks not get a reinfection, which is pretty good. But interestingly, look at this. 60% of those who received the dummy pills didn't get the infection. Now, if I'm going to take one of those pills, give me the dummy pill, because it works 60% of the time. There's better ways to do that. The FDA did warn that this pill may carry a risk of transmitting infectious agents to you, which would not be the best thing. So that got me thinking about weight loss drugs, and it reminded me of another study that I referenced earlier. Transference of intestinal microbiota from lean donors increases insulin sensitivity in those with metabolic syndrome. So they did a fecal transplant for this group, and they had a control study. They had, in the experimental group, lean donors give a poop sample used for a fecal transplant to overweight and people with metabolic syndrome and check their progress. And then they had the control group. And for the control group, you just got your own poo put back in you. Okay, that's the control. And they wanted to know, will it improve insulin function? We hypothesized that rebalancing the obesogenic microbiota by small intestinal infusion of gut microbiota from a lean donor would positively affect the host energy metabolism and insulin sensitivity. And if you remember, insulin is the key that opens the door in your cells so that glucose can get in and the cells can have energy. And people who are overweight do not have good insulin function. Poor insulin function leads to obesity, diabetes, also heart disease, hypertension, stroke, and cancer. So we need our insulin to be functioning correctly. So what were the results of the study? Well, here's the insulin sensitivity of the lean donor. That's nice and high. Here's where the overweight recipients level was, and after the infusion it went up significantly. So what about the control group? Well, getting your own poo back in you does nothing, so nothing happened there. Improved insulin function significantly for 6 weeks. Now, I'm just guessing it's not going to be long before they're going to come up with a weight loss poop pill. And I'll tell you that this is a real thing. I recently was at a seminar where they gave us a case study about an elite marathon runner, world-class marathon runner. She came down with C. diff, that bad bacterial infection, life-threatening problem. And to resolve it, Her sister donated a poo sample to have put in her, and it resolved her C. diff. And she got back to feeling good again. The problem was her sister was significantly overweight, and for the first time in her life, she gained a significant amount of weight. So, fecal transplant for weight loss, probably not. Poop pill for weight loss, no thank you. But how about a good probiotic? There are studies that show taking the correct type of probiotic can help you lose weight. This is a 6-month study on humans. They were less hungry and ate 300 calories less per day. No diet, no exercise, just take the probiotic. Lost an inch off their waist, the hardest place to lose weight, and also improved their gut health. Ultrabiotic Integrity is my weight loss probiotic of choice. So here's what I want you to do. Keep your gut bacteria healthy. Use a quality probiotic. Now you got to eat lots of fiber if you're taking probiotics, because fiber from fruits, vegetables, whole grains is what feeds these bacteria and makes them thrive. And I want you to protect your microbiome. Know the things that damage it and stay away from that. And I want you to hit the follow button if you would like to see more videos on this.